We're timed out. We have a management waiting by, but Avinash and Yogesh, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Muthoot Finance reported a strong quarter on the back of diversification of loan portfolio. The company registered 40% jump on the net profit for the March quarter. To find out what worked well for the company and what's the road ahead for the next quarter, let's welcome George Alexander Muthoot, the MD of the company. Thank you, sir, so much for joining me on the show. In the last 4 to 5 quarters, the gold loan AUM has remained nearly unchanged. What kind of AUM growth are you targeting for FY19 for gold loans?
For gold loan per se, we would target something around 15% for the next coming year.
Okay, the performance on the asset quality continues to deteriorate, though it may not result into any kind of... what did you make of the asset quality and the issues that are there, sir?
See, the gross NPA numbers compared to last quarter has actually come down. The percentage and the gross has actually come down. It is only the other NPA, which is the secondary NPA, which is, these are actually not NPAs, these are accounts on which the customer already has an NPA, but he has taken a new loan. And the new loans are actually only 1 month, 2 months old. But that is also technically seen as an NPA. That is why the gross NPA consolidated is going up. Otherwise, the primary NPA still continues to be less than what it was last 2 quarters.
Sir, how is your strategy of going door to door and approaching individual customers for recovery working out? And what GNPA number could we see by the end of FY19?
All the NPAs which you saw last quarter has already been closed. And the NPAs which you see now are the new NPAs. So these are just technical NPAs. We can actually go ahead, and if we auction these gold loans, the NPAs will become 0. But we continue to hold it in our books because we do not incur any loss on this. In fact, customers are also quite happy that we are not auctioning their gold. I can be rather harsh on the customers and auction all these golds, then the NPS numbers will be 0. But that is not what customers are coming to for a gold loan company. They need little more time, and we are giving them little more time. That's all. As we are speaking, the NPS numbers which you have seen there, more than 25% or 30% of those numbers are already gone off from our books because customers have come and taken it off. We do not need any hardcore collection for these NPAs because we already have the gold with us, and we are always in the money. That means the principal plus interest is always much lesser than what we can get by auctioning. So there is no point in being harsh and troubling the customers and auctioning these gold. That is why the company has taken considered decision to hold on to these NPAs and be more customer friendly, because finally it is not resulting in any loan loss. Actually, loan loss for the company due to NPAs is almost 0. Whatever loan loss we have is because of some frauds or burglary, which is only about 30 crores in the last 1 year. So it is just nothing on NPAs.
So there's a large 57 crore other income component in the 4th quarter. Can you tell us what that will be?
Actually, the company had taken an insurance policy, a key man insurance policy, about a couple of 6-7 years back. So that the proceeds of that, which is about 30 crores, has come in to the company, and that is an income for the company, the key man insurance policy. The money has come into the company. That is one of the components for the high rise in the other income.
So what are the plans for the various subsidiaries? Contribution of the subsidiaries in the consolidated loan assets and net profit for FY18 is close to 10%. How meaningfully do you expect the contribution to go up by, let's say, FY20?
The contribution by the subsidiaries, which is the home finance, the microfinance, has been 5% year before last. And this year it has been little over 10%. That is what we had planned and what the company and the board had decided. Now, coming years, we would like to take it to 15% and by 20 to 20% of the book. So the subsidiaries are actually growing much more than the percentage-wise, because the base is small. They have been growing at 50, 60, and 65% in the last 1 year, and we expect the subsidiaries to grow at the 50 to 60% next year also. But since the base is small, the absolute amount may not be much. But overall, we expect that by the end of this financial year, the subsidiaries' contribution should be about 15% of the total asset book. And to answer your question, in 15-20, it should be little more than 20%. The subsidiaries are all doing well. We are also thinking of some venturing into some other related lending products, financial lending products like vehicle finance and personal loans also in the coming years. We are just considering it. So probably in the next 2 quarters, you will see some action on that front also.
Okay, Mr. Muthoot, we leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us on Bloomberg Quint, and all the best for the quarters going ahead. With that, we're completely timed out. It's a wrap on today's Hot Money. Ask BQ comes up next. Stay tuned to Bloomberg Quint.